Hey guys, welcome back to the JPM Performance channel. I know it's been a couple of weeks, but here we are. It is the last Thursday in March. Can you believe that it is almost April already? I can't believe it. The weather's been nice. We're in springtime. Spring was last Thursday. It's beautiful. Heat's off, the AC's off, saving money every minute. So, it's been a couple weeks for a shop tour. Since we've had a shop tour, let's get right into it. I was hoping to actually have more of this engine laying out here on the bench, but you guys missed me by about half an hour. So getting ready to get Walker Woods. This is actually that streetcar engine that you guys saw a few weeks back. Just got the crank back, so we're looking good, but I didn't quite get everything laid out here, so we're not going to have a great bench tour as part of the shop tour. But something I have been working on, if you take a look here, you will see an Audi A4. And this is Adam Spence's car, and he loves this car apparently, so much so that he brought it to me for a roll cage. So he is going to run this car in the Grid Life Touring Cup series. It's probably nobody else has done this on one of these cars. I don't know, but spent a lot of time on this car and really got the cage up tucked very nicely, very strong. Really happy with how it turned out. My back's not happy about it, but it turned out really good. So he's going to come this weekend, and you can see he's got a really nice Race Tech seat, and installed the window net setup for him as well. It's a cool car. It'll be interesting to see what he does with it. I know he's trying to get it down in weight, which is why we used 1.5" by 120 wall versus 1.75" steel tubing. So he claims it's going to save us about 40 pounds. Sounds good to me, right? Okay, so we're going to kind of skip back over this way because I forget some of the things I've gotten done in the last 2 weeks. This is Bill Lampkin's H Production CRX engine. Look how pretty this thing is. Everything went together. Obviously my first one of these I've done. And you can see that even these front covers are pretty well restored, but where are you going to find a 1984 cover that looks any better than that original? So you see we've got our trigger wheel installed on the damper. Bill will be here in a couple of weeks, and we're going to install this into his car and see what she does. I'm kind of excited about this, and I know he is too. He's going to that race at Gateway, St. Louis, the Extravaganza race, and so see what we can get done for him. I also finished up Rich Grunwald's Miata engine. I'm not going to pull this one off because you guys have seen lots of Miata engines. I'm expecting his car to be back here literally today or tomorrow, and if it's not, I guess I might have to go over there and talk to somebody about something. So I need to get his project completed. Motor's ready to go. We are actually waiting on a transmission still for his car. He's having one built by Walter Motorsports in Texas. So we're waiting on the transmission as well. So in the meantime, been working on a little bit of everything since you guys have been on the shop tour. So full blown into prep for Hallett for Ken. So nut and bolt checking everything, oil change of course, going to do some brakes. And my next great upgrade on this car, after mounting my remote reservoirs in the Mazda 2 the way that I did, I decided, you know, better than hose clamps and some metal tape for grommets, installed another set of these really cool Seal-Zit split grommets for the hoses to come through the chassis, and a couple more of these Joe's canister mounts. Man, I'm really digging these things. Like I said, you can pull the pin, canister comes right out. So this actually worked out really good. I'm really happy about this. But the car's looking good for Hallett. Obviously still need to get it cleaned up a little bit and a little bit of prep, but not bad, not bad. So you guys saw how I was working on Steve's trailer a couple weeks ago and how I'm taking care of everything. Well, you know what else that entails? Tires. Ordered a couple sets of tires for the car for the upcoming races that we've got going on. It's a little mind-blowing how much these tires cost. But you know what? If you can't afford the tires, then you can't afford one of those cars. So 2 sets of tires to mount. We're going to put these on the car to start with, and then I've got another set of wheels in the storage that I need to get out to get some tires mounted here. But the most exciting news is that I just talked to the engine builder for the Camaro, and the motor is shipping tomorrow. So next week, we're going to be rocking and rolling. I'm going to have that engine out of that car, and we're going to start doing the transfer, because he also is going to Gateway in 2 weeks. We were kind of waiting to see if we were going to use this engine, which is an old engine that's kind of worn out, or if the new one was going to come, but the new one is going to come. So we are looking really good. Really excited to actually have this car be more than just shop art, which is what it's been for the last 5 months. So, Mazda 2 update. So going through the car post Road Atlanta, most of you guys probably know, I crawl under the car. I'm checking all the nuts and bolts. I've got everything in my car marked. So all the suspension bolts are marked with a paint pen, so you can really do a visual on if anything has moved. Always check your wheel bearings, this and that. I was a little shocked. So Atlanta is pretty hard on brakes, and I knew I was going to be close towards the end of the race on Sunday, but yeah, I've got a new set of brake pads on for Hallett because the pads were just about gone. And of course, a new set of Hoosiers. I actually ended up getting another set of these silver Enkei wheels. You can see these things are brand new. All of the black wheels that I've been using that came with the car, every one of them was like bent like a pretzel. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to get through Atlanta and then I'm going to chuck them. So they're all gone. So now I've got 2 sets of silver Enkeis, and then I do have some older black ones on the rain tires, but no big deal on that. And if you guys haven't checked it out, of course, check out the in-car video from Road Atlanta, which we posted last week. And I talked to AIM about the exposure on the windshield. If you watch it, you'll see, and John cleaned it up quite a bit, but you'll see how it's really white looking out there. On these Smarty cams, you have to get into the base and pick where you want the camera to focus its main exposure on. Seems a little strange to me, but I was about 6 to 8 inches low, so that's why it focused on the dash really good, but not through the windshield. So hoping for a better in-car video for Hallett. Now, one of the other things I'm having to deal with post Road Atlanta is the fact that my canopy got caught by the wind and blew it up and over the trailer and destroyed all my canopy poles. So I've got all my lengths for my canopy poles. So, you know, you see people with their easy ups and they don't tie them down and they lose their easy ups. I'm from Kansas, man. The wind blows here every single freaking day. So I've got a good setup to hold my canopy down. But I had one little failure on a corner pole where it was holding into the weight, and it came off of there, and then the whole thing went up over the top. And then you end up with clips that look like this. This is the least of the damage. But I needed to get new poles coming, and of course, a new tarp coming because the tarp got ruined. Oh my gosh. It's always something when it comes to racing, right? What do I talk about? Being prepared in all ways. Well, generally I am, but you can still get bit. So we're going to have a new tarp and a new canopy system for Hallett that's going to be just like the old one, but not twisted and mangled. So I left most of those poles in Atlanta. But anyway, the rest of the car is looking really good. We've still got like 4 weeks from today till we go to Hallett. So we're looking really good on both the Mazda 2 and of course Ken's car. And if the Camaro makes it through Gateway well, we're also going to get that car prepped to go to Hallett as well. So everybody's going to be going to Hallett in 4 weeks, and a lot of people are going to Gateway in a couple weeks as well. So that's kind of our shop tour for this week. I did have, and it's too bad that the car's not here anymore, a really cool car on the dyno yesterday. So it was a K24 swapped RX-8 with a turbo that put 400 horse down to the wheels in a car that's about 2,500 pounds. Really cool. Jonathan Griffith was the guy's name, and he's been doing a lot of soloing. Going to try and get out there onto the track and do some time trial stuff with the RX-8 next. So really cool car. Really enjoyed that. And he had done a great job tuning it on with the Honda. I just had to clean up a few things and it was great. But yeah, that thing made like 403 out of a bone stock K24, only running about 12 pounds of boost. Pretty cool car. It was on E85, so that's always free horsepower as well. I know I'm rambling a little bit, but it's been 2 weeks since we've had a shop tour, so I've been building up for 2 weeks. I appreciate you guys watching like always. Hopefully we'll have a shop tour next week, and the Camaro is going to be in some state of repair, and we'll kind of go from there. So stay tuned for that. Like I say, if you missed the Road Atlanta in-car from the Mazda 2, look it up. It's right on the channel, right down there. And you guys have a great rest of your week. I'll see you soon. Take care.